Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I'm doing my June TBR. Welcome back Melody, who has decided to climb all over me today because you're such a good girl, aren't you? Yeah, she's very sweet, very fluffy and shedding her winter coat, so it's a good thing I haven't done laundry yet. I am actually keeping my June TBR fairly reasonable, which is impressive. A large part of that, let's be real, is because I don't have all of my books yet. The renovation has taken a lot longer, in part because of the pandemic. Super fun. World's just going to hell in a handbasket, as my grandpa said. At the moment, no more so. But anyway, so we're gonna get into the books, and I will probably read more, but these are at least the basics. Starting with The Henna Wars by Adiba Jagidar. Jagidar? Alright, we're gonna look that up because it's bothering me that I can't pronounce it. Jagardar.
I'm so afraid to do it.
Okay, so Jagardar. Jagardar. There we go. Adiba Jagardar. To the best of my abilities right now, which is a YA contemporary about two girls who enter into a competition to do henna. During this competition, they were already friends, but during this competition, one of them begins falling for the other. The first one has not told her family that she is gay yet, and she's really scared, so she has to make a choice between telling her family or not being real happy. Which is an awful choice, and I am so sorry that people have to make that choice. That is so much wrong in this world, and that is part of it. But anyway, it sounds really cute and good. I know a lot of people read contemporaries during the summer. I don't really read particular genres during different seasons, but this just sounds good, and it's one of the 20 books I have available to me right now. Next we have House of Dragons by Jessica Cluess. This is a competition in which 5 families compete for the throne. In this one we have a liar, soldier, servant, thief, and murderer. Those 5 are fighting for the throne this time. Usually it's the eldest child of the families, but that didn't happen this time. It sounds really interesting, and there's dragons, so that's really all I needed to know. Next we have Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova, which is a story about a girl who used to work for the Empire, and then now she is a rebel spy for them. The guy she loves gets kidnapped, taken captive. Yeah, prisoner, that's the word. Taken prisoner. And so she has to go and complete his mission. Whether or not she's going to get made or be able to complete the mission is the question, and it sounds really good. Then I want to read Seven Endless Forests by April Genevieve Tucholka, which is an Arthur retelling. As I was saying, Arthur retelling, and that's really all I needed to know. So Torvi and Morgan must learn to survive on their own after a devastating plague. Upon hearing rumors of Uther, a flame-loving Flemish wolf priest, and her band of desperate, starving girls who move hungrily through Vorsland, searching for recruits, they decide to leave their home and hunt down a mythical sword lost in the depths of the green wild forest. If found and pulled from the stone tree, the sword could catapult the first woman to the throne in generations. It is a gender-bent Arthur retelling, which is even more exciting, because that just sounds great. Then we have a graphic novel, Rapunzel's Revenge, by Shannon and Dean Hale, illustrated by Nathan Hale. River, stay away from the trash. There you go, good girl. This is once upon a time in a land you only think you know, lived a little girl and her mother, or the person she thought was her mother. It's a Rapunzel retelling. It looks like it is set in the West, which is a very different setting, and it sounds fantastic. Then we have Queendom of the Seven Lakes by A.B. Endicott. I am reading this one with Abby from Autumn of Pelennor and Mad Cheshire Reads, as they started a small press book club, so self-published or indie books, and this is their first read for the month of June. It sounds really good. So, there are always those who are willing to pay for someone else's death. Having grown up amongst the family of assassins, Elenai well knows the prices people are willing to pay to see their enemies fall quickly, quietly, and discreetly. When she's asked to preserve life rather than take it, she's surprised. Upon hearing her charge as the queen's only child, Gideon, who is secretly being groomed to succeed his mother, she's horrified. To ensure political stability, no man has ever sat on the throne of the Queendom of the Seven Lakes. Yet one does not easily refuse a queen, and so reluctantly she accepts the contract. Her fears only deepen upon meeting the 16-year-old Prince Gideon, who treats her no better than a petty murderer. However, following an attack on his life, she is forced to admit that the danger to his life is real. Eleni accompanies Gideon across the country to identify those within the 7 most powerful families who are responsible for the attempt on the prince's life. The further they travel, it becomes increasingly clear that secrets and power games run far deeper than throughout the Queendom of the Seven Lakes than either the prince or the assassin could ever have suspected. It sounds really fun, and assassin stories are right up my alley, so I'm very much looking forward to reading this. And lastly, we have Malcolm X the autobiography of Malcolm X as told to Alex Hale. This one is the start. I mean, the continuation of the start, but sort of the start of my educating myself on Black Lives Matter and the racism that pervades our society and causes things like George Floyd's murder to happen. If you can, go on Twitter. There are many, many resources out there to help you find books to educate yourself, which you should be doing. That is your responsibility, not anybody else's, and don't put that pressure on somebody else, particularly not a person of color, and especially not right now, as they are going through a lot on their own right now. Be there for them, support them, don't ask them to teach you. Anyway, like I said, my effort to do it. Check out Twitter, donate to the ACLU, donate to GoFundMes for bail or lawyers or whatever else there is. Sign petitions. Do something. I know I myself have signed and retweeted several petitions and GoFundMes. Maybe not GoFundMes. I've seen them. I can't remember if I retweeted them, but do something, because it needs to be done. Our system needs to be changed. But I bought this book because it was one of the recommendations of books to start getting a handle on things, and it is not fiction. Fiction is a great place to start. It cannot be your only resource because it is fiction. Malcolm X was a well-known Black leader in the States, and this was originally published in 1964. He was a Muslim leader, a firebrand, and an that's interesting, an anti-integrationist. Huh. Yeah, this should be fascinating. I admit I don't read as much about American history as I should, but this is a great place to start, given that I know a fair bit about the white men who started our country and the white men who have ruled it since. Very excited about this. Like I said, it's a start to my education, and I'm hoping to get to this sooner in June rather than later, but it will happen this month. Those are the books I'm planning on reading in June. Let me know if you were interested in any of them or have read any of them, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.